Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield, Leonard Fournette, and, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Catch is made, room to run here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
They don't make the 3rd down yardage. Here comes the punt team. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Finding some room at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, oh, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the tailback's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That run moves the ball to the 16. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a 2-yard gain, second and 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's rare. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Snags the quick throw. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Eludes a tackle. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock and trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Single back takes the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the drive continues. Play number 15 coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the sidelines and a tightrope catch made there. Good completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Offense.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Finds room at the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.